up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna do 5 reasons I hate the Subaru BRZ. It's a 2013 lightning red, one of my favorite colors. I think this looks beautiful. I'm gonna give you 5 reasons I do not like this car. So let's go ahead and go on the first reason. The first reason is that this has a notorious name of being a slow car. These cars are notorious. There's jokes about it on the internet about being a slow car. Now this one is special because it's corrected that, but because this one has a Roadtrek supercharger on it, amazing, by Craftswork, and this is for sale. So if you want this one car, it is for sale. Swing by, I have a link below for you. West State Motorsports, they let me review it. But this has a notorious name for being a slow. That's one of the things that if you kind of want to be like in the car community, which I love the car community, you guys are great. But if you want to have like notorious fast car, a GTR would be a notorious fast car. Like everyone knows, ooh, you got a GTR, that thing's Godzilla, that thing gets down. Oh, you have an FRS or BRZ or 86, that thing's slow. Like it's a joke. You can see some drag videos of these cars versus like all the other hypercars, and they just have a bad name for not being fast. But I think that when you own a car like this and you know it, it's almost like having a Miata, where you're gonna enjoy yourself, it's gonna be fun, you're gonna love it, it's gonna be reliable, it might be a great starter car for you. It doesn't have to be the fastest one, but if you're driving that car and someone says, you know, I got a BRZ or FRS, they kind of know it's not the fastest car, and that is kind of a stigmatism with them. So first reason is it kind of has a bad name for being so slow. This one has fixed it. This one's special. It's a limited, and I love the lightning red. It is a BRZ, which they seem to be a little bit more special. But reason number 2 is they made this same platform across a lot of companies. Toyota made it. I believe Toyota owns Subaru, so Subaru made it. And then the Scion, which Toyota owned that brand as well, made it as well. So I think it originally came out as a Scion FRS and a Subaru BRZ, and then the 86 came later. And there's just a lot of them. And it's made across a bunch of brands, so the uniqueness factor is not there. My MR2, they made a lot of the 3rd generation MR2s, but I have a special one because mine's all TRD, I like it. And then I have a very rare Lotus Elise, which I love, and it gets good attention. But if you bring this to a gas station, you're gonna get a lot of people that like give you a thumbs up. That aren't car people, but if you're car people, they're gonna know that this is just a BRZ or an FRS. It's not they made a lot of them. So the next reason that I don't care for them is that they made a ton of them. There's no true uniqueness factor on them. The first time I ever really got to enjoy a Boxer engine, I mean, I enjoyed him. My uncle has a 911 turbo. I enjoyed that, but my brother-in-law had a 2004 black STI, and it came out, and he got it in the year 2004, and it was like hypercar fast for me back then. But to this day, number 3, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for it. I don't like the Subaru Rumble. I don't like it, it's annoying to me. I like the 2ZZ, I like the K series, I like VTEC, I like Lift, I like the Evo, I like the Inline 4. I think they sound better. The Subaru Rumble doesn't really have, it doesn't have a special heart place for me, and it's okay. I think it's okay. I mean, it sounds cool, it's great. It's just not, it doesn't get me excited. It doesn't remind me of like a high revving engine that really gets me going. It's like a mixture between like a V8 and a 4-cylinder. Like it has this rumble. So we're gonna go ahead and start this car, and if you've watched the other review on it, this thing's super loud. So I want you to listen to this, and you can comment down below and be like, Mitch, you're crazy if you don't like the Subaru Rumble, or yeah, it's all right. It's not the best thing in the world. So I'm gonna start this up for you. But number 3, I don't like this car. I don't really like the exhaust noise on these. I think the Subaru and STI Rumble is too loud. So this car has a G-Ready or Greddy, G-Ready, whatever it is, exhaust, single exit. I'm gonna go ahead and start it for you. It's very, very, very loud. I do think though that this is one of the best angles. This car looks good. That looks really good right there. I love this color with the taillights. I think that does look good. But some people will like that exhaust and some people won't like that exhaust. Your neighbors probably won't like that exhaust. It's so loud. This one is. It's a single exit on this one. And I know that if you're like around the car community, people will love it because it sounds so loud, and it is pretty beefy, to be honest. It is pretty beefy. But the Subaru Rumble is just blah, 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 blah. It's all right, and it's very distinctive. You can hear it from a lot of places. It just doesn't really get my heart pitter-pattering. It doesn't make me go, ooh, that's a really fast car. I know that STIs can be monster fast, don't get me wrong. And this car's really, really fast. I just don't much care for that Subaru Rumble. So I love making these videos. I hope you guys are enjoying this. My next reason, number 4, I own a convertible, so don't shoot. I actually own 2 convertibles. My Lotus is actually considered a convertible. My MR2 Spider has a hardtop, but it is a convertible. And then my Toyota Celica GTS has a sunroof. I love that it has a sunroof. My Evo, I do not have my Evo GSR. It didn't come with a sunroof, and I wish it did. I really enjoy sunroofs. I don't know if it's being my age or whatnot, but I really enjoy a sunroof. And this car never came with an option for a sunroof. I mentioned that was a reason that I like this car, on 5 reasons I love this car, was I really do like the roof line. It looks really good, but I wish they would have given you some kind of option. You know what would have been really cool if they would have had a sunroof that went like this way and like came into one of the sides or something like that, or just a sunroof that came up. I wish they made that as an option. I really truly do wish they made an option as a sunroof. I just don't know why they didn't have one. I think it would have been a great idea to sell it to a broader audience to have one. I think that they're cool. I like them. I do enjoy a moonroof or a sunroof or whatever you call it. I honestly like them down. I like to have the windows down. I like to have the moonroof open. That was one of my favorite parts about my Toyota Celica. And mine does have it, and not all of them. It was like an option on some of them. They should have just given it an option. So, and you can say, hey Mitch, I totally agree with you. It would have been nice to have an option, because this is a car that you want to take out on a fun, sunny day. And when you have a sunroof and you open up the sunroof on a warm, sunny day, you just get more of a visceral experience. And I'm telling you, if you've never driven a convertible, go drive a convertible. It'll change your life. I promise you. You can always be like, oh, true enthusiasts, they always have hard tops. I want a Lamborghini that's a hard top, everything hard top hopper. I get it for the structural rigidity, but go to a dealership and just go to Weststate Motors. They have S2000s all the time, and test drive an S2000. You will love the visual experience, and the sunroof kind of gives you that mixture of them. So I wish that, because this does remind me of a fun first car, and it also reminds me of a weekend car, and the fact that it doesn't have a sunroof, I wish it did. I just wish it had a sunroof. Okay, so the final reason I don't like these is that they retain their value very well. They actually really have. So they're just about a 10-year-old car, like 1 or 2 more years, and they're gonna be 10 years old, a decade old. You can actually find a lot of decade-old cars, 350Zs, even 370Zs now, that are, you know, sub 15,000, sub 10,000, like 8,000 or 5,000. You can find those. These you can't. These are all like 13, 14, 15, 20, 30. These are worth a lot of money, and they're holding them, and they're still selling them at dealerships. And so my last, the last thing I've been struggling to think of an idea, and what is one of the ideas is that they actually do a really good job of holding their value. So from an owner standpoint, it's good news for you, but for someone that wants to get into one, they're pretty expensive for what they are. Now this one's special. This one has a lot of stuff done to it, and it's crazy fast. This one's crazy fast, and it deserves the price tag that this one has because of that Roadtrack supercharger. It really makes it feel like, hey, this is a car valued at the right price. But the automatic ones, or even just a stock 6-speed of a 2000, I think 12 is what you could get. Like, I think that's the earliest one. They should be a little bit more affordable than like, $14,000 or $15,000, I think. So they do a really good job of holding their value. So if you want to get into the car, and I've still wanted to get into these cars, they're just actually kind of expensive to get into, which is, if you own it, good for you. If you don't own it, just shop around. And then if you want a nice done up one, swing by Weststate Motorsports. So those are the reasons that I don't like the Subaru BRZ, 2013 Subaru BRZ with a Roadtrack supercharger. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. If you want more of these videos, make sure to hit the like button, say, hey Mitch, give us more of these contents. I'll continue doing reviews because I enjoy it, and I'll keep on posting it. And I hope this helps you discover, hey, I do want one of those, or 5 reasons I don't want them. If these reasons relate to you, there's a lot of other cars similar to it. If they don't relate to you, then definitely get one. You will not be disappointed. Again, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.